All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahweh Shai, Kahalam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kal Kodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders, Grand Millstone, and Shalom to you, Akiam, out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm back here again with another lesson. Okay, to you brothers that have been watching my videos, I've been reporting on this this crisis that they've been warning people about over here in Australia. As I was scrolling through my my Google News, it popped up again. And now hey, people think this is gonna be a small issue, but I don't think it's gonna be a small issue, man, because this is gonna cause a big race, price race, with groceries, water, anything that is imported, man, anything that even with your regular product, produce, okay, your normal potatoes, your apples, carrots, extra, man, it's gonna be all expensive because this right here, the Adblue, is important, okay, and now it's running low over here in Australia, all right, and hey, is it really running low? Hey, no. It's something that ISO wants to set up, okay, to cause famine, to cause, the uprise of the price, inflation and all that, man, okay, to cause a lot of, a lot of things that is out there. Also, it's fulfilling prophecy, man, all right, because when you go to the book of when you go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, real quick, it says here, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. As the rivers of water, he turneth whithersoever he will. All right. So the Most High is the one who's directing these devils to do what they're doing. And now when you go into and you do your research why this is running low in Australia, they're saying China, I guess, or China stopped, and Russia and all that, right? But guess what? All these countries, they're all in it together, man. Okay. The elite, which is the Chinese, got their own elites, all right, that we don't know about, all right. The Russians, they got their own elites that we don't know about, all right. But they're all in together, man. These countries, they're all in together, man. Because by the end of the day, man, they're gonna fight against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They're trying to push the same fucking system, which is the New World Order. They're trying to push all these countries. They're gonna be in it, okay. So the Most High is, the one controlling them to do everything they're doing right now by causing of this Adblue to run low and causing what price of food to go up, man. Okay. It says verse 2, every man, it's like every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Most High Yahweh Shai pondereth the hearts. All right. When you go in NLT here real quick, it says people might be right in their own eyes, but the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai examines their heart, okay. The directs them, measures, like controls their minds, man. All right. Okay, so let me read a little bit of this here, and this right here is gonna be it's gonna be quick here on this right here. It says, so this here was posted 3 minutes ago, all right, 26th of December, 1:30 p.m. Okay, it says experts warns Australia's Adblue supply could run out within weeks, causing major supply chain issues. Australia's supply of urea and additive used in diesel engines could run out in weeks, meaning the truck industry could grind to halt. Okay, let's look up that word halt. All right. So halt, this is a meaning. So the word halt is to bring, okay, or come to an an abrupt stop. There is growing pressure. An example that shows here. There is growing pressure to halt the bloodshed or suspension of movement or activity, typically a temporary one. Okay, there you have it, man. That's what's gonna happen in a minute. It says Australia run out of a crucial component of diesel fuel within weeks, with an expert warning nobody knows how much we have left. The nation, along with other developed nations, has been facing Adblue crisis for weeks, with fears that it might be with fears that if the additive runs out, trucks could be taken off the road. You see, sparking a chain of shortage on supermarket shelves across the country. Urea is a large component in fertilizer and a key ingredient in Adblue. Australia typically imports ingredient from China, but recent halts on export has had a significant effect on supply. Transport and agriculture industry warn that without Adblue, which can be made without urea, trucks could be unable to transport fresh fruits and vegetables along with other staples to supermarket shelves. Most trucks have to use Adblue, the major ingredient that in urea, and obviously China has now halted the export of urea. 80% of our urea comes from China. Marcus Commons, exclusive director of supply chain consulting firm TMX Global, told the ABC. We saw Indonesia give us 500 tons of urea that largely will last us a week. The biggest issue we face here is if we don't have Adblue and trucks can't deliver things like fuel, this will create a major squeeze. And I think the challenge you see at the moment is I don't think anyone actually knows how much we have left, okay, which in its own right, it is major concern at the moment, man. So, you know, you brothers can go ahead and read this article. It's easy to find, man, on Google, you know. But man, this is big thing, man. You know, this is the third time I made a video on this right here, because, you know, hey, when you look into the prophecy of how famine is going to come of, you know, where food is going to be expensive, things are going to be, you know what I mean? Your water is going to be expensive, such thing as this. This is a man-made create famine, all right? And then eventually, you know, your farms and all that, hey, most is going to cause storms and all that to hail, okay, to take down your farms, man. You know, I believe there was a country that got hit by, they got hit by, what was it? By a tornado, cyclone, or something like that, or tsunami. All right, those countries that get hit by tsunami know that. Guess what, man? Them farmers over there are fucked. They gotta get food from you know, somewhere else. You know, so 2022, man, is gonna be a fucking crazy year, man, for you non-believers out there. To you ones who haven't prepared for these things, man. You know, because nobody, literally, man. Okay, yesterday? You know, I was around. I was around among my family members and all that shit. But everybody's just like is in a mood of thinking that next year is gonna be a good year. You know, that what is it? With the borders open up, people traveling, among these cases rising up, everybody thinks it's gonna be like this next year. No, it ain't gonna be like this, man. You go on your Google right now, man. You type in how many cases are rising up within each state of here in Australia. It's ridiculous, man. You can't compare the numbers to what happened last year. Okay, you got like 500 cases coming up within 3 days, man. You know what? And they're telling you to fucking panic. So these people are not ready for these things. Okay, none of them is talking about this right here. Nobody's like, oh man, I gotta start buying, this and this now. Okay, because shit, this is coming up within the weeks. Okay, yeah, next minute, man. Most like the food of here, like rice and all that. Guess what? It gets imported from where? Thailand, Vietnam. It's like Philippines, those countries close to Australia. That's where the rice comes from, and that shit is gonna be fucking raised up, man. Because I remember last year when the first lockdown happened. Yo, them Arab stores over here in Australia, a bag of rice, which was about 10 kilograms, it jumped from $26 to fucking $67 $70, man. You know, $70. Yes. And guess what? People were still buying it because desperate times, man. And now this right here is gonna come with this without these people even knowing it, man. It's like, yeah, it's truck driving, bro. They're not gonna know about it. I work for the company. Work for, guess what? For them to deliver this food is trucks. They need trucks. They need trucks to deliver this food all over my state. But sometimes they deliver food to another states if the other states are into lockdown, man. You know, but the flights, they ain't gonna have enough plans to really deliver this shit, man. And Issa ain't gonna do that anyway. He's gonna rise the fucking price up, and whatever you get is what you get. Okay, they're gonna control everything, man. And this is the book of our First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of those times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because our eyes are wide open. We're watching, man. Okay, let me get this scripture right here what Yahusha said. All right. This is the book of Matthew 24 verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know what hour your Lord doth come. All right. Watch, man. Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and well watched, the thief will come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour you think not, second as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. All right. And that's the mindset the elect are gonna be in right now, man. The ones who know the truth so far, they're watching, they're reading different articles, seeing what Issa's doing. That's what we're doing. Because before Yahushua comes, guess what? They're gonna be trouble. They're gonna be Jacob trouble. They're gonna be famines. All right, they're gonna be famines happening. Okay, pestilences. All right, let me read this here real quick. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. You see that? All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. And this is before Yahushua comes back. So before Yahushua comes back, guess what? We're gonna have to face such a thing as this, man. And the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they're gonna be taken care of, man. The ones who truly believed in the name of Yahweh Yahushua, who represent their body as living sacrifice on highway and byways, who was carried within our faith to do that, man. They're gonna be taken care of. And to these zombies who's not watching, who think everything is a joke, okay, who's being deceived right now? They in a mirth, mirth moments. That's mirth, like having good time, partying, Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year, party, and then it comes in 2022. Then she's gonna go left real quick, man. And it won't be no warning this time, man. I'm telling you, it won't be no fucking warning this time, man. All right. First Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. That's right. So that's how the day of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is gonna come, like, man. All right. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see, and this is what Esau is giving you right now, man. All right, Esau has opened up the borders. Esau is got people traveling right now. Everybody is thinking that 2022 things is gonna get better. You see, but guess what? No, it ain't gonna get better. It's gonna get worse because there's no way in the Bible where the scripture says things are gonna get better. Things are gonna get better, man. No, all right. Let me see. Let me get this right here. Book of Ezekiel. It's the book of Ezekiel 21 and 10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that in my glitter. Should we then make a mirth? It containeth the road of my son as every tree. So no, we ain't supposed to be in our party time, man, because the sword is about to come. Okay, and the sword is gonna come in so many ways, man. All right, some of you gonna die of famine. Okay, and who's going to cause it? Esau. And Esau is also known as the sword of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua when you read the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. All right, So should we make a mirth? No. The answer is no, man. And guess what? A lot of people are they have that mindset, man. They in a mindset of a party time, party. Okay. Ecclesiastes 3 and 4. A time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. So what time are we in right now, man? We in time. We in a time of mourning and a time of it's like a time to weep and a time to mourn. This ain't time to fucking laugh and time to dance. You know, we shouldn't be in our, we not in that type of time, man. Okay, but a lot of jakes they don't know what's coming upon earth, man. All right, they don't know what's coming. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. He shall rise up the voice of a bird, and the door of music shall be brought low, man. And this is what's happening as well right now. So let me start from the top, man. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. This is this is your so-called your black street walls and all that, the market's crashing, which this right here is going to cause a big issue into markets where she's going to get prices going to rise up higher. All right. It says, and the strong men shall buy themselves. All right. The grinders, the workers, the grinders ceases because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Okay. And this is what's being brought forth, man. All right. And the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. All right. When there's no work, there's nothing. Okay, you might be still working the same hours, but guess what? The bloody food is expensive. The water is expensive. All right. You working, like you literally. Your paycheck ain't covering shit, man. You can't pay your rent. You can't pay rent and food and water at the same time. You see? Let me read that in NLT, right? It says, "Remember him before the door to life his opportunity is closed, and the sound of work fades. Now you rise at the first chirping of the birds, but then all their sounds will grow faint, man. And it shall rise, going back into KJV, right? And the door shall be shut in the street when the sound of grind is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." The music is fucking terrible right now. All right, ain't nobody's gonna be trying to listen to music. It's gonna be a time of fucking, going through it. Okay, time of trying to hustle, time of trying to survive, man. Verse 4, it's like verse 5. "Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be about them, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his home long. It's like because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets." All right. Yeah, man, that's how it's gonna be. Let me read that in the NLT real quick. It says, "Remember him before you become fearful of failing and worry about danger in the streets. Before your hair turns white like an almond tree in a bloom. You drag along without energy like a dying grasshopper, and the capeberry no longer inspires a sexual desire. And remember him before you near the grave, your everlasting home, when the mourners will weep at your funeral, man." So it's gonna be crazy out here, man. People is gonna be going through depression. People is gonna be just like they're not gonna know how to fucking hold themselves together, man. It's gonna be horrible. We know we're coming to Jacob's trouble, man. Let's go right here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. Verse 22, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The food storehouse shall be suddenly found empty," man. You see? All right? Suddenly shall be found, storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, you see? That's right, man. You know, because your store is gonna be empty. People's gonna rush in and try to buy shit, and eventually, the food won't be coming in because what they're telling you right now. Then the government is gonna come in control of what you eat, all right, how you spend your money, what you all that, man. That's how it's gonna be here, and that's the times we're coming in, man. Believe it or not, this 2022 is gonna be a crazy year, man. And if you're not in your right minds, hey, man, the Most High is gonna take you out, by famine, okay? By famine. Let me see. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, in verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourges for amendment. All right. Let's read out in this translation I have on my phone. And it's crazy because every single time I go on my Google, man, this always shows up. This Adblue thing always showed up. And I'm like, hey, I saw it. I'm like, I did 2 videos. I did 2 videos on it. I'm like, nah, ain't no point talking about it. But now it's like, they're saying this could run out within weeks, man. Okay? So things are changing quickly now. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19 in GNBDC translation. Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people, all right? And this is how you're going to be corrected by Hashem Yahushua, man, all right? Because you people been proud, man. You've been fucking proud for so long. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. But then disasters will spring up everywhere, wars, famine, and great confusion. Many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in the war, right? Those who escape famine will be killed in the war. Remember, they're going to be a race war, okay, class war, World War III is going to pop off, later on and all that. So, man, the troubles are coming, man, okay? The troubles are coming. And then, even this right here, they're going to be a war between, your neighbors, man. They got food, yes. Go to their house, okay? Go, break into their fucking house and see what they got going in there, man, okay? Yeah, get the food, get the water. It's going to be crazy out here, man. And you damn fucking bitches out there, man, who be saying you're a independent woman, you don't need no man. Okay, let's see how you going to fight against this, this madman, man, okay? This man who's really pissed off, man. This man who haven't eaten in a while, man. The Most High is going to raise this man to extortion to another level, man. They ain't going to have no pity upon him, all right? Them death angels is going to be upon his man. They're going to be doing wild things, man, okay? So, hey, and so shalom, and hopefully this was edify to you brothers out there and your sisters out there. You brothers want to, a few scriptures in the comment board, hey, feel free to go ahead, okay? Hey, so shalom.